All these horses in my car got me going fast.
Welcome to another video. You guys asked me why my voice sounds a little different because from the last video I used my brother's mic, which he's not using. I realized noise doesn't come out of it because it's literally in the thing. So I'm using my earbuds, like some videos I used. And today we are going to be reacting to Scrubs video, like a famous YouTuber or something. So yeah, and I'm starting to watch him a lot. I like his stories. So also I'm about to get Instagram soon. So I hope to get a shout from him, or if he sees this video, cause oh, let me turn the face cam on. Yes, I did get a haircut. So I'm trying to reach 1K so I can earn money from YouTube, because my parents spent all their money on the last bill, like the bills on the house. So I'm trying to get money from YouTube. So please, if you're watching this, please subscribe. Trying to reach 1K. Also, get me a nice computer and stuff to start recording on there and stuff, and all that stuff, and start vlogging. Anyways, let's get right on to the video.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And if you are having a great day, trust me, it's about to get better, because today I have a subscriber story that was sent in about a cult of Karens that existed in their neighborhoods. That's right, not one Karen, not two. A whole cult of Karens really just doing their best to throw down in this poor kid's neighborhood. But yeah, it should be a pretty entertaining video, I'm sure. So if you're hyped, press the like button. If not, that's cool too. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
I'm in the streets like it's Tokyo. Girls on me everywhere I go. I'm driving crazy on
the country club lifestyle is something that most people don't get to experience, all right? Like it or not, most of us will never get in the ivory walls of a country club where, like, I don't know, the dads drive golf carts and, like...
I also forgot to say, parents care about your body and they think you're ugly. No, you're not. You're not ugly. Stay away from people that don't motivate you. Just stay away from those people. Because if you want to do something and you're not helping, walk away. Just walk away. So...
the street's gold, and I don't know, I didn't grow up in a country club, but regardless, apparently the Halloween candy is really good. But one thing that nobody ever considers when you think about moving into a country club is that you're gonna have to deal with Karens of another level, all right? Because in a normal neighborhood, you're gonna have some Karens, you know, it's just the reality of the situation. You're gonna have some Darrens, which are male Karens, but for whatever reason, when you get to a country club, the rates of Karens and Darrens, you know, the male and female Karens skyrocket, like legitimately skyrocket. Because you got to imagine, what's one thing that all Karens just love, you know? They love power. They love, like, feeling entitled and like they deserve things. And what is a place better known for entitlement and people feeling like they deserve stuff than, like, people in a country club, you know? And so the person who sent me in this story is basically like, the moms in this neighborhood are absolutely insane.
And also comment down below what video do you want me to make.
They have a ringleader, which is basically the wife of the head of the HOA, which is the homeowners association.
And also subscribe and like the video. And I also want you to do is follow my Twitch. My Snap is Size Toaster. My Xbox account is Size Toaster 125. So yeah. And also my Discord Toaster server. So want to do that too.
Which is kind of in charge of the neighborhood. And like their little gang, their small little group of moms, you know.
And also, if I add you as a friend, don't call me first or anything. Just text me first.
Basically does their best to rule this neighborhood with like an iron fist. He's not even kidding when he said that one morning he woke up and looked outside and saw these soccer moms walking down the street with rulers trying to make sure that everybody's lawns were like within the certain threshold of the size the grass has to be. And listen, I know country clubs are nice, but I feel like I would not want to live in a neighborhood where like I had people with rulers walking around trying to measure and make sure that my grass was short enough. Like, that's not even called taking care of your neighborhood. That's just called being a psychopath. But that's what these Karens would do. They basically thrived off drama. And whenever they would find somebody breaking the rules in the neighborhood, or like whenever they would do anything that was, you know, relatively annoying to the Karens, instead of going to...
But Karens are the worst. We do just one thing, and sometimes like 20 or something, and you watch their videos. Well, I'm not sure, but this guy literally... I was watching on my Xbox a 3-hour video of him, of Karens, and apparently he bought a neighborhood, he bought a house, and one day he was just going back to his house, and a Karen came and said, you don't live here. And yeah, he said, yeah, I do and stuff, and Karen called the cops on him, so.
The HOA and legitimately complaining, they would go on the Nextdoor app, which is hilarious if you've never looked in your neighborhood, and basically just like subtweet everybody that they were mad at in the neighborhood, you know? Like, let's say that your yard's too long, right? It's 2 inches overgrown, and you drive like a white Toyota Corolla. Let's just say a white Toyota Corolla for the sake of the story. You would log into the Nextdoor app and it would be like, to whatever absolute moron would make the choice to drive a white Corolla, we know that your lawn is too long, and we can tell by your car that you already have bad taste. So if you need someone to take care of your lawn, please let us know. Like, these ladies were legitimately just walking around the neighborhood bullying everybody on the Nextdoor app for like the smallest little transgressions. But the only problem is, if you tried to stand up to them or do anything, like, usually the rules were on their side, and because their ringleader was married to the head of the HOA, they usually got away with it, you know? Like, it was like, well, can you just trim your lawn? Like, it is against the rules. I know my wife's a little crazy, but please. And usually it's alright. This person had just moved into this neighborhood and they hadn't been through a summer with them yet. And like, I guess during the winter and whatnot, the Karens were kind of crazy. Like during the springtime when lawns started to grow, obviously they were kind of crazy, but nothing could prepare anybody for what happened that summer when the country club pool opens. Because once again, man, I don't know what it is about like a country club pool, but once Karens get around there, their power levels start like increasing. I swear, I honestly think that with Karens, the sun or like the water around the pool increases their energy, because whenever I worked at a grocery store, when Karens would come in a swimsuit, you automatically knew you were about to get yelled at because they're crazy people. So whatever, the summer comes and the Karens immediately go back to just like trying to ruin everything, but this time at the pool. Anytime you went to the pool, all the like members of this Karen cult would be sitting there, you know, waiting for you to run or do anything, and like, you know, just so they could complain and cause problems. So basically there starts to be like murmurs around the rest of the community of all the other moms and like all the other dads being like, yo,
yeah, in the comment section that you hate, if you hate Karens, just put, if you hate Karens, just put, I hate Karens in the comment section.
These people are low-key out of control. They're like ruling the neighborhood with an iron fist, and everybody was afraid to speak out and say anything because like they would find a reason to get you in trouble with the HOA. And being in trouble with the HOA when you own a house is just not fun. Like, it's just a pain in the butt. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just a pain. But you know, finally, the 4th of July is coming. It's the summertime, and everybody's starting to get annoyed, but, like, I guess rumor around the neighborhood is that this cult of Karens throws, like, a great 4th of July party, you know? They go...
Also, sorry, I posted in a week, or from last video, well, not, well, kinda, because I did post a video of going inner tubing. It's where see those photos of people on the back of a boat, but I posted it and I got copyright claim because I forgot. Well, I'm not sounding well right now, so what happened was I was having too much fun, and then I forgot about the music, and then uploaded the video, and I got an email from YouTube, copyright claim. I'm like, you serious? You can't watch the video.
Fantastic, and that's why the neighborhood is kind of willing to put up with them a little bit, is because the party
So I hope I don't get copyrighted in this video for reacting to this.
they throw is supposedly so great that everybody like forgets about it for a couple months until they start to get annoying again. So obviously everybody's very excited. They've taken over the pool and whatnot, but the Karens are like, trust us, we need to shut down the pool for a week before this, 4th of July party. They made the lifeguards that were working at the pool help them set up all these decorations and stuff, which, like, if I had gotten a job as a lifeguard and then had to spend a week with a bunch of angry moms that definitely were not nice to work with setting stuff up, I would definitely be annoyed, but whatever. So they closed this pool for the week to set up this 4th of July, like, extravaganza, and everybody's like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, let's go. But what you have to understand is, once a pool gets to a certain size, you have to have a lifeguard on duty. Like, if there's not a lifeguard on duty, it doesn't matter. That's going to be important later, and it's also going to be important that they force the lifeguards to help them with stuff. So, I guess, like, all week, they're setting things up, and finally the 4th of July comes, and everybody goes in, and apparently the setup of the party is great. The decorations are set up, everything's set up, everything's going fantastic. And so everything's going fine at first, but around the pool, the Karen's kids, like this cult of Karen's kids, are running around, and the lifeguards are just kind of looking at them, and they're kind of looking at the Karen. And finally, one of them ran like a little too close to the pool, and a lifeguard decides to like blow a whistle at the kid, and the kid looks at him and is like, you can't tell me to stop running. And one of the lifeguards is like, look, just please stop running, your mom told us not to blow the whistle, so we're trying not to, but you keep running by the pool and it's against the rules, it's for your safety, can you please stop running? And because this kid had been raised by like an entitled Karen its entire life that was in charge of the cult of Karens, it's like, who do you think you are? I'm gonna go tell my mom, blah, 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 blah. And apparently the lifeguard, as soon as the kid was like, I'm gonna go tell my mom, this had this look on his face of like, ugh.
Oh no.
Yay, can't wait for this, you know what I mean? Because all week I'm sure they'd been helping them set up, and that could not have been fun. Anybody who has ever had to have been like bossed around by a Karen knows that there quite literally might not be a worse feeling than when a Karen is in charge.
Okay, I never I never interacted with the Karen, because I seen Karens on YouTube, but I never seen Karens in real life. And if I ever see one, oh boy, it's gonna be a serious argument. If I get the cop called on, I just said the cops what happened. I got the called the cops once time, and I didn't mean to. I was just scrolling because there's no pictures and no names on my phone. Like, where are the pictures and names? And I was just scrolling down, and somehow thing clicked on the emergency services, and the cops came to the house. Like, the other day, my Snap, my dad told me to delete it. He said it was embarrassing, but it was pretty cool. But not the cool part was when it wasn't a barbecue thing, it was like, I forgot what it was. Like, you use it for barbecuing. But yeah, I forgot who he was making, and then he went to go somewhere, and then it's like, and then what happened was there's a bunch of smoke, but I'm like, okay, I don't know what's happening, and my brother sighted bird, he had the dog in his hand, so he's like, look, it's like World 2 out there, Gizmo, it's World 2, look at all that smoke. And then I wasn't looking at the thing, and I'm like, wow, look, that's really World 2. I see my dad running. I look out there, the thing is on fire. So my My mom grabbed the hose, threw it up there. Well, my dad threw the hose up on the top, and my mom grabbed it, and my dad started spraying it down. And also called the firefighters, but that was pretty cool to see. They're nice. But carry on the video.
You and you can't really do anything back. Like,
That
if your
is pretty cool
paycheck's on the
experience.
line and she starts being mouthy and you can't tell her that you don't feel bad that her husband cheats on her, like, man, that's rough. You just got to keep your mouth shut. It's a hard life out there. But regardless, the kid runs off, and like, this poor lifeguard is just trying to do his job, you know, just trying to do his job. And overwalks the lead Karen, the alpha Karen, you know, and she has her like vultures on either side of her, the other Karens with her, and she's like,
Yes.
"Did you blow the whistle at my daughter?" And the
That was supposed to be. That was in his video, but I was gonna edit it to mine, and so that popped up. So yes, you should subscribe to his and mine.
lifeguard obviously is like, yes, I did. She was running. You know, I tried to avoid the whistle, but she kept running, and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. And she's like, do you have any idea what I told you to do at this party tonight? And he's like, I know you told us not to blow the whistle, which is a weird thing. Like, as a lifeguard, listen, man, I planned this party, so how about you stop with the whole safety thing? I don't care if people are drowning. You better not blow that whistle. Like, what is that even allowed? Are you allowed at any point to like tell this poor teenage lifeguard not to do his job? And that's the thing too. It's not like this is some man being told not to blow his whistle by an old lady and like still doing it. It's some poor 16-year-old kid, dude. Probably got high school tomorrow, man. He's just chilling. This lady's screaming at him for blowing the whistle. And anyways, the Karen is unloading on him for being so disrespectful to her kids, and how he has the nerve to come into their pool and like try to apply the rules to people that he doesn't understand, da 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 da. And the guy is getting increasingly fed up. And finally, he's just like, all right, I'm done lifeguarding. Have fun with your stupid party. I'm going home. And the Karen instantly is like, what? He's like, yeah, I quit. I'm not going to sit here and get yelled at for this. Good luck. You guys have to have a lifeguard to have the pool open and have people swimming in it. I'm the only one here. I'm going home. Go screw yourself. I'm done. And she's like, wait, what do you mean? There was supposed to be more than one lifeguard. He's like, yep, they went home because they were fed up with how you were treating them and bossing us around all week, so they're done. And if you're gonna sit here and scream at me for applying the rules that your stupid husband made, by the way, because those rules are written by the pool, not us, and you're going to yell at me for applying the rules that your husband made to your kid, then I'm done. I've helped you set up all week. You've been nothing but an evil woman, and is just going off on her in front of everybody, by the way. Because at this point, most of like the neighborhood has kind of looked over to see what the drama is, and this 16-year-old.
But if your name's Karen, you watch my videos, and you're a really nice person, I don't mean by that, like, if your name's Karen, you're a really nice person, and you're a nice person. I'm just saying some Karens are nice. Like, well, most of them, but if you're a Karen and watch my videos and you're nice, then yeah, I'm not saying that you're the bad person. It's just a lot of Karens are disrespectful.
Old like baby-faced kid is just laying in to the head of the Karens that has been torturing the neighborhood about how like she's so rude and ruthless, and working with her was honestly the worst experience ever. And he ends it with, if you need to call my boss and tell him to fire me, whatever, but like, I'm not gonna stand here and takes this. And he walks off, and the Karen is just standing there flabbergasted, because she came into this interaction thinking that she was really about to have this kid apologizing for like applying the rules to her kid. And honestly, the world would be a better place if people just told Karens your kid isn't that special and the rules still apply to them. That way they wouldn't get this like delusional idea that nothing ever applies to their kids, because that's where it really all goes wrong, dude. Like, Karens just don't think that the rules apply to them or the rules apply to their kids, so maybe reality needs to be smacked down a little bit and be like, yeah, rules apply to you, Karen. So the kid leaves, and the Karen is like, whatever, we don't need a lifeguard anyways. And her husband is like, well, I mean, if nobody tells, yeah, but like, if anyone shows up, then we're gonna have to shut down. He's just letting her know. He's like, look, I don't think any of our neighbors are gonna call the police or anything, but if for whatever reason it happens, you have to understand, if we don't have a lifeguard, there's nothing we can do. And she's like, that's ridiculous, you know, if the cops come, I'll handle them myself, which is always adorable, man. These Karens, you'll handle the cops yourself? Yes, ma'am. I'm sure that they're gonna be like, Oh, yes. Yes, we're going to obey the rules for you. And this is last summer, by the way. This isn't this summer. This isn't Corona summer. This is the summer before last summer. I should make that very, very, very clear. So whatever, she's like, fine, I guess my party will go on. So it keeps going. And I don't know if it was a neighbor that, you know, wanted her to be embarrassed. I don't know if it was like the lifeguard kid. But sure enough, like 10 minutes later, 5-0 pulls up and they're like, hey, listen. You guys can't have these people in the pool. You know that. You don't have a lifeguard. Like, that's just the policy, you know? And they're like, yeah, I understand. Or the husband's trying to say that. But the leader of the Karen cult and the Karens are freaking out. And 4 cops came because they heard it was a party with a lot of people. So, like, the head of the HOA husband is talking to 1 cop. And each of the Karens, all 3 of them, are like, trying to fight an individual cop, explaining why they should be able to not have a lifeguard in the pool even though it's the law. Like, you know, oh yeah, Karen, you're right, we're just gonna forego everything because you really want to throw this pool party. So finally the lead of the Karen cult like leads back and slaps the cop to be like, you're gonna let me do here, don't speak to me like that. And as soon as she lays hands on the cop, obviously cop mode activates, dude. She gets dropped to the floor like a sack of potatoes, arrested in front of everybody. She gets taken away. They make everybody leave, and now the entire neighborhood's like 4th of July plans are ruined, and she just got arrested for assaulting an officer in front of everybody. So like a couple weeks pass and nobody really hears anything, and suddenly the house of the lead Karen goes up for sale, and all like the backup Karens.
Alright. I won't be reacting because my batteries are low, so I'll just be using the headphones that my brother gave me. Because my headphones are about to die, which is also a mic, so yeah.
Of her posse start like trying to make friends with all the other moms, trying to act all normal again, and everybody's like, nah, you guys were in that cult bullying everybody. You
Well, sorry guys, can't hear the video, so I won't be able to react. So yeah, how are you guys? His day is going, and I dropped the phone. No! I gotta try to skip all this. Well, this is the end of the video, guys. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys later and have a great day. And you're a beautiful person. And stay away from negative people.
All these